The answer is, of course, you can build in historic Rome. It would be strange if you didn't. You know, it's an eternal city for a reason, and that is every century, every generation has rebuilt Rome. It is a living place, and it's not captured in amber of any one period. Um, I remember when I first came to Rome, people described it to me like an onion, that you peel off layer by layer. You can go around the city and look at antique Rome. You can go around the city and look at early Christian Rome. You can go around the city and only look at Baroque Rome or 20th century Rome. You know, it is absolutely a layered city. And so, uh, of course, there needs to be a way to build in the 21st century. There was some major rebuilding in the area of your site in the 19th century, of course, um, when the river was channelized and the Lungo Tevere was built, and I mean it was a major intervention in infrastructural intervention that affected buildings and land around it, but it was incredibly bold, and we should do no less today. So it strikes me that in terms of the big moves, the really significant interventions, being at the river's edge is probably the biggest opportunity. Because as the Lungo Tevere was built, it's very close to the edge. The embankment is very steep. It's not like Paris, where you have a broad upper surface and a fairly broad quay lower surface, and not such a big height difference between the two. Uh, Rome is just, it's more compressed. It's absolutely squashed together and extended vertically and squashed horizontally. So that's the real challenge.
Okay, so that's kind of the other question there is, do we even need public space today? Do people need to gather in public space?
Oh, absolutely. That's kind of rhetorical, but yes, of course. And we're really reminded of that in the COVID era, where we're just flowing out into the streets and public places to live. Even in the cold climates of Boston, every street has got, platforms for dining and cafes in a city that never had cafes. So, and many of those streets will be closed to public gathering and public occupancy. So certainly that's happened in the historic center already in Rome, but it's, I think it is a fundamental social dimension to gather in public places. And we're just being reminded of that now in a really poignant way.